Welcome back to this week's edition of Inside the Hive. Joining me as my guest today is head men and women's soccer coach Alex Van der Sluijs. Coach, thanks for joining us.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Not a problem, Coach. We just wanted to talk about, challenges of being the men and women's coach. What are some challenges and some disadvantages that might present for you?
I think the challenge is just the time restraints. Having to try to cram 5 hours of practice in an afternoon after class is always tough, but, we manage. We have very good assistants and graduate assistants, so, things go smoothly on that end. But, the challenges is just balancing them as two different teams. It's hard to not coach them as one team and coach them as two different programs, but they're doing a great job.
Absolutely. Touch on that. Our guys team right now have more wins than we did all last season, so that's great progress going into Saturday's beginning of conference season.
Yeah, it's a big step forward for us. We're still a very young team. We have 2 seniors, but I think the biggest thing is now our returners are upperclassmen, and they've got a lot of experience, and we also have a very good freshman class, and everything's coming together, and anything can happen in conference, so hopefully we can stay focused and be ready for what counts, which is conference.
Absolutely. I know talking to some of the girls on the soccer team, that's what they've been talking about, how conference counts and how last year you guys fell so close to making the conference tournament. How does the girls team looking this year?
They're looking good. I think the key for us is playing 90 minutes, and that's been our struggle all year. Is we play 45, 60 minutes of brilliant soccer, but you can lose a game in that other 30 or 45 minutes. So, we've got to just play full games, and I think that's the biggest thing for us is to be focused for conference. But we've taken big steps in the past few weeks, so I think we're getting better every game, and that's the key for going into Saturday.
Absolutely. Saturday is the breast cancer awareness game. Be playing against Mount St. Joe. What are some of the challenges that Mount St. Joe presents for us?
Well, they're always a team that works really hard, and if we match that and we come out and work even harder, I think our skill will take over that. But we've got to come up and make sure that we work harder than they do. But also in conference, it's a grind. It's a battle every game, and there's no given wins, no matter what the records are. So I think if we play our style of game and play the way we know how to, we'll come out with 2 wins over the weekend.
Absolutely. Something we're definitely looking forward to. I know one thing that your players said that they looked forward to was, we spoke with Ashton earlier this year about, going overseas, and the women's team just got back from Spain this summer. How fun is that to be able to take those international trips and be able to play soccer overseas?
Yeah, I mean, it's great for our players to experience that. I mean, for most other sports, to see what the epitome of their sport is the backyard in the USA, and for soccer, it's over in Europe. And so when we talk about enhancing their experience while they're at Defiance College, the best thing we can think of is let's take them to Europe and show them the soccer culture. And they really loved it, and we continue to do it. And we're going to do it every 3 years and as much as we can. And I think it's a great way to show them how much soccer means around the world, and can we bring it a little bit back here.
Absolutely. I would imagine that's an amazing pitch for recruiting, too, being able to sit down with families and say, hey, 3 years from now, we're guaranteed to be going, to these places. Talk a little bit about your incoming class this year, your men's and your women's team. How are they doing for you?
They're doing really well. I mean, we're asking a lot of our freshmen, basically throwing them in the lion's den and saying, go. You got to learn on the fly and adjust quickly. So they're doing a really good job. I mean, we were asking a lot of them early, and it's necessary to be successful. You got to have the young players step up and take big roles, but both the guys in the girls' freshman class are doing a great job.
Absolutely. How long have you actually been the head coach here of Defiance College men's and women's soccer team?
This is my 4th year as head coach. I've been here 6 years. I was a graduate assistant here for 2 years, and then got the head coaching job. So this has been my 6th year at Defiance. Makes me feel old.
I definitely know about that. We were talking about that earlier, out on the practice field, rolling an ankle or something like that. But what are some of your most memorable moments here at Defiance?
The most memorable moments are always the graduations. To see the players with lifelong friendships, to see them graduate, to see them have a degree that they want, to see them have jobs after, and when they stay in touch and come watch games. I mean, that's the most rewarding part for me as a coach is to see that progression from who they want to be and building their character throughout their time here. And that's always the most rewarding part. The wins and losses, they come and go, but the friendships and the relationships that we build are just, they're priceless.
Coach, thanks for joining us today.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
So for more information on men's and women's soccer, please visit defianceathletics.com. For Coach Van der Sluijs, I'm Jordan Taylor. Go Jackets.